Imagine walking through the endless deserts of Australia. The ground is cracked beneath your feet. The air is silent. Not a single sound except the wind. Then, without warning, something moves. A long, slender snake rises into an S-shaped position. It doesn't hiss. It doesn't chase. It simply waits. Because in front of you is a creature carrying enough venom to kill dozens of adult humans with a single bite. Meet the inland taipan. A snake so deadly that scientists consider its venom the most toxic of any land snake on Earth. But here's the shocking part. Despite its terrifying reputation, almost nobody has ever seen one in the wild. So what makes this mysterious predator so deadly? And why do experts still fear it even though it rarely attacks people? Let's find out. Chapter 1. The Ghost of Australia's Outback. Deep in the remote deserts of Central Australia lives a snake that few people will ever encounter. The inland taipan doesn't live near cities. It avoids roads, villages, and even most wildlife. Instead, it hides inside deep cracks in dry clay soil, abandoned animal burrows, and rocky landscapes where temperatures can become unbearable. During the hottest months, when the desert feels almost lifeless, the inland taipan simply disappears underground. It waits patiently, silent, invisible. This secretive lifestyle is one of the reasons many Australians spend their entire lives without ever seeing one. It has earned a nickname among wildlife researchers, the ghost snake. Not because it's supernatural, but because it seems to vanish without leaving a trace. Chapter 2. A weapon. Unlike any other most venomous snakes bite once, then retreat. The inland taipan does something very different. When it feels threatened or when it hunts, it launches an explosive attack. In less than a second, it can strike multiple times. Each strike injects an extremely powerful cocktail of neurotoxins, procoagulants, and muscle-damaging toxins. These chemicals begin attacking the victim almost immediately. The nervous system starts shutting down. Blood clotting becomes dangerously abnormal. Muscles begin to fail. Eventually, breathing can stop completely if treatment isn't given quickly. Scientists estimate that its venom is many times more toxic than that of a cobra. Fortunately, modern antivenom has dramatically improved survival when victims receive medical care in time. Chapter 3. Built for Precision. At first glance, the inland taipan doesn't look frightening. It isn't the biggest snake. It isn't brightly colored. It doesn't spread a hood like a cobra. Its appearance is surprisingly simple, light brown during summer, darker during winter to absorb more heat from the sun. This seasonal color change helps it survive Australia's harsh climate. Its slender body allows it to move quickly across cracked desert ground. Its eyesight is excellent. Its tongue constantly samples invisible scent particles floating through the air. Every movement, every vibration, every smell helps the snake create a perfect picture of its surroundings. For the rodents hiding nearby, escape becomes almost impossible. Chapter 4. The Perfect Hunter. Unlike snakes that ambush prey for hours, the inland taipan prefers speed. When it detects a rat or mouse, everything happens almost instantly. The snake explodes forward. Its fangs strike repeatedly within seconds. Instead of holding on to struggling prey, it quickly lets go. Why? Because it knows the venom will finish the job. This strategy protects the snake from being injured by sharp claws or desperate bites from frightened rodents. Within moments, the prey collapses. Only then does the snake calmly return to swallow its meal whole. Every movement is calculated. Nothing is wasted. In one successful hunt, the inland taipan can consume enough food to survive for weeks. Chapter 5. Why humans rarely get bitten with venom. This deadly, you might expect thousands of people to die every year, but the reality is completely different. Documented bites from wild inland taipans are extremely rare. Why? Because this snake has no interest in fighting humans. Unlike some species that defend territory aggressively, the inland taipan almost always chooses escape. If it senses heavy footsteps, it usually disappears before anyone even notices it. Most recorded bites have happened when people attempted to catch, handle, or study the snake, In other words, the greatest danger often begins when humans ignore the animal's warning signs. Wildlife experts repeatedly remind people that the safest encounter with any venomous snake is one where both sides simply walk away, attack humans, but to stop fast-moving prey almost instantly. Researchers are also learning how some of these compounds may help improve future medical research. It's another reminder that even the world's deadliest creatures can teach us valuable lessons about biology and medicine. Nature rarely creates anything without purpose. Conclusion: the king of venom. The inland taipan doesn't roar like a lion, it doesn't stalk like a tiger, it doesn't need enormous size to dominate the Australian desert. Its greatest weapon is something almost invisible: a few drops of venom, powerful enough to make scientists respect it, yet controlled by an animal that would rather avoid conflict than seek it. Perhaps that's the biggest lesson this snake teaches us. The most dangerous creatures aren't always the loudest. Sometimes, they're the ones you never even know are there. If you enjoyed this documentary and want to discover more incredible predators from around the world, make sure to subscribe, because our next journey will take us face to face with another legendary killer from the animal kingdom.